Yeah, Macpherson Homestead. I find it very quiet and peaceful. I often take friends or visitors up there with a thermos, a few bickies, and we sit on the veranda and have a cup of tea and look out over the landscape. And I find it very soothing. And one other thing I like doing up there, I've got a metal detector and I've found lots of coins up there.
Oh my God.
Bits and pieces of fob watches and stuff like that, yeah. And I got permission off George, who sort of looks after it. He got me up there because Jenny Kamak lost a ring on the veranda and he thinks it might have gone through the boards. I said, well, there's no chance of this. She ripped the boards up. But we looked all around there and couldn't find it. And since the ring's been lost, they've put a footpath around the edge of the veranda, and we reckon it's in the dirt there. They've shoveled out for the footpath. So.
Forever.
But yeah, I recommend anyone go up there if you want a little bit of peace and quiet. If life's bothering you for a while, it's an ideal place.
Sort it out. And you do something similar, do you?
Likewise. I think since we've been in Three Springs about 20 years now, and we don't, Eddie and I don't travel very much around, like we don't sort of mix around with a lot of people. We sort of stick to ourselves because we've been renovating our old house, talking about kitchens. I still use the old wood stove.
Oh, really?
Wood stove, yeah.
Oh, wow.
In winter. But, yeah, so we often go up there we've discovered that and had a drive, and we just, as Colin did, we packed a picnic, and a thermos, and we just sit there and do it. And then when Mum was in care at Murrowa, we used to pick her up and take her over there sometimes. And, even when she was in Three Springs, we took her up there. And she loved walking around because it evoked a lot of memories for Mum too, like the way she had to work and cook in kitchens around Australia, sort of Western Australia particularly, because she used to cook for shearers and stuff.
Wow.
Grilling the chops and all that stuff. And Mum was a cook, yeah. And then, so we'd take her up there. But then when she finally ended up in Murrowa aged care, and she passed away there, and it was a really wild night too, like there was a storm and it flooded the hospital, and there was only 2 staff plus Eddie and I in the hospital to care for everybody. Eddie just kept mopping the floor all night because it got flooded.
Wow.
And then we Eddie had to go home, and then I drove then I stayed and waited for him to come back in the morning. But by that time, Mum had passed away about 4 o'clock in the morning, which was great being with my mum to the last. And then when he came, we just saw the nurses got Mum sorted out and everything, and we left and we went straight to Macpherson House and held each other and cried.
Oh my God, how beautiful.
And then
it was like a healing place.
It was. So that's what Macpherson House evokes for me.
Yeah, so your memories of your mum.
Yeah. And she used to look out when we took her, and she'd see all that, the salt lakes, and it reminded Eddie of his mum too, because she's passed away now, and whenever she saw that, because they lived in the Caribbean and also in Holland, he's got relatives in Holland, so it was like snow. So we'd say, let it snow, as we're driving home. So there was all that, yeah.
Gosh, that's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much for sharing that with me, Gail. And what about you, Marcel? Do you have any associations or memories with the homestead?
I took my youngest granddaughter up to the homestead when people were able to look through the different telescopes, and my granddaughter absolutely loved it, and they gave her a bit of the galaxy, Milky Way.
Yeah.
So I had a look through there and thinking, can't really see that well, and then I realised I had my reading glasses, not my distance glasses. Yeah, no, we've been to a few different events out at the homestead. It's always really good.